I would like to see something where they're basically just going all in early game, because late game they're not gonna win anyway.
I mean,
They kind of have to. Just go for something that pushes, or the PA.
ooh, PA is good.
You know what I'm saying? You like PA a lot.
I like PA and I like Koi for lone drill. I'm torn now. Like
it's already-
I have said, I'm pretty sure I said the other day, if anyone picks PA,
You did, that's what I was
But I said if anyone picks PA and I think the teams are at a similar level, I would go with the PA.
Okay.
I think Alliance is the better team. So as much as it pains me to not go for the safe and easy, the PA is going to win. I have to say Alliance's draft is better because I went against Koi for Lone Druid once before, and I'm not making that mistake again. They've got Koi for Lone Druid. They should win. This should be a win for Alliance. They have the Koi for Lone Druid.
Oh, and you're on Alliance. What do you think?
I also think that Alliance is going to take it. I think they're the better team. I think they have... I'm worried for them for their early game, but if they survive that, which I think they will, Pavaga is decent on the lanes, but I don't think they have the heroes to really crush Alliance on the lanes. And therefore, I think Alliance will take it because once the lanes are over, they got it.
Yeah, before we head over to the games, what does a win for Pavaga look like? Real quick.
Crush lanes.
Yeah, looks like the Razor
And
having
then-
a dominant time mid.
PA get fast,
Yeah.
kill everybody.
PA gets the Battle Fury sort of before around the 16, 17 minute mark. They're going to be in a pretty good place. Like, as long as PA can get that Battle Fury and an item on top of it before they're forced to fight, they'll be okay. But I don't think they'll get that.
Then they're going to fight. They have to fight.
Yeah, but I think the Lone Druid is going to stop them from being able to do that because the pressure from Quofa is going to be too strong.
Well, all right. So we've got this. We're going to start it, and I'm kind of concerned about these last two picks. You know, if they're like, I saw your face when they came up. You know,
I'm not a fan of Ember and Weaver. These heroes have not had the best sort of win rate recently. They're tricky heroes, but as I say, I think they'll be fun. I think they'll be carried.
Yeah. So, real quick, we're gonna go back to this again one more time. All right. Who's under the most pressure to win this game? Before we go to the games.
Oh, I think Alliance for sure. I mean, they're the bigger name, the bigger brand. You expect them
It
to
depends on what pressure you're referring to, because in terms of pressure from fans and sponsors and organizations, yeah, Alliance is expected to win, and therefore their pressure to win like that. But in terms of who needs to, like in the game, who needs to make the most movements, is Pavaga that has to set the tempo real high for that game, because if the game was late, Alliance got it.
All right, let's go to the games.
All right, Odie hyping up the Koikfa Lone Druid quite a bit, suggesting that he's going to carry. We have seen it before. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by Kyle, of course. What do you think on that?
Well, I would have to agree. I mean, there's a reason that the Lone Druid's pretty much first pick or ban against Alliance.
Yeah.
I think it's his best hero, and much in the way that Dazzle for Naive on the Pango kind of activates a lot of their strategies. I think Koifa on this objective pressure, just basic core really helps them out. And I disagree with what Odie said. I think if the Alliance wins, that Ember's going to go off.
Yeah.
He can't be a non-factor for them to win this.
Well, I mean, just like Koikfa Lone Druid, it's not maybe as relevant or as something we've seen tons of, but making on Ember Spirit, we have actually seen a fair amount as well, I want to say, for Alliance. So I'm looking forward to him doing well. And then boxing on Weaver, that is the interesting one. Again, they picked up Weaver with the intention of this being an offlane hero, something we don't see a lot right now. We've been seeing a lot of the safe lane Weaver instead. So what's your take there?
I think it's similar to like the CK, where honestly the 1 and the 3 position have just become like interchangeable, especially when you look at all, with the exception of I think Secret and other teams that kind of have more of a fluid 3-4. The off-lane role has kind of disappeared because now it's just double dual lanes. So off-lane's become just a secondary core, thus you can kind of put whatever you want. It's just all about what your player prefers. So in that sense, I think it's okay, but the primary reason I think is they took the Night Stalker into it, right? You don't want to play Weaver, core Weaver in a game against this many silences and a PA, so you might as well just make it more of a utility.
Exactly, yeah. That was my one concern, again, how many silences they had, as you're pointing out right there, but it is that position 3, so maybe we'll see more of that Ags build even eventually come out with like a Solar Crest
really
into an Ags,
I think Solar Crest is incredibly good here, especially when you're playing against a PA, because sure, the crits come off, and I know Odie loves that hero as it scales into the late game, but if you itemize properly, if you've got a Vlad's, an AC, a Solar, that's like plus 20 armor.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's an aggressive toss, maybe a little too aggressive. J4, he's going to take at least 3 tower hits, puts Yinchan out for the slow, but Mickey, he'll finish the job with the sleight of fist right there. Yeah, well played by Taiga. Gets in position, and we see that plenty, of course, on this position for Tiny.
And they give it to the key hero. I mean, Ember is the one that needs gold as soon as possible, because the faster he gets Boots Bottle, like the earlier he just starts to dominate this laning phase. You need levels and the ability to spend. Not again. You've got to be kidding me, guys.
Lol? Yeah, he's dead. That's it.
I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
He's just walking up to them. He's like, hey, buddy, what's up? I mean, you figured that they would pick up on that, right?
Like,
so.
you remember what happened last time, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is... Oof,
Whoops.
all right. And not only that, but because the Tiny's going to walk back to base, he'll be able to ferry Mickey all of his items so that Koifa can still utilize this courier spam out to the mid lane.
Yeah. How is that mid going right now? Lone Druid 11-4, Razor 12-1. Yeah, the idea that he can link up that bear is interesting, of course, and you would think that Razor's definitely going to be taking advantage of that, but that's even more reason why we should pretty much guarantee this is going to be a ranged Lone Druid build, I would think.
Possible, but I wouldn't necessarily guarantee that, to be honest. We'll see.
Top lane, Insania going to be rolled on, but out comes the Avalanche there, and he'll be fine. So easy save from Taiga. He's tossing heroes as well as saving them with that Avalanche.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways, because you can make an argument for the range build, but you already have this Weaver, and I think that you need a tank, like, for lack of a better phrasing. If you don't go melee form Druid, who's actually going to kind of create space? Who's going to be that anchor in the middle of your engagement that gives Ember Spirit, gives Weaver the space to create chaos on the boundaries?
Yeah, that is fair there. Mickey getting a little low, but again, he'll back off. He's going to be fine. We do continue to have this try versus try lane. That does mean our bottom lane will hold that thought, because another toss back in. Valentine, Phantom Strike, and unable to get it off. He got shackled up right there and eventually gets killed. That's a 3rd time now. 1 on each hero that they've executed.
Fool me 3 times.
I don't know where we're going with that, yeah.
We messed up? I don't know, man. If he gets the mana pool for this, if only Taiga had been able to buy a stick, he'd have mana for toss here. But
nice dodge. Still dead, I think. Maybe? Okay, they will find him. So at least they get some revenge right there. It's got to feel good. Only 165 gold, considering what he's done in this lane. Really not too bad. I guess he was out of mana, you know, free ride back to base. Way to look at it right there, and I'm sure he's going to be coming right back in. Look out for that. But yeah, this bottom lane, it's what, the Night Stalker versus Weaver. Right now, Weaver 23-5, Night Stalker 17-4. So Weaver definitely having the advantage in that lane. This time.
It's kind of expected, I think, especially because he started off with the... Actually, it was just a 1v1. Wow.
Yeah.
Foxy's just really good, okay? He's top 3 MMR, EU. And Koifa, if he gets a root here, this is a kill.
Yeah. One more hit chance. Unable to come through, so never lucky, I'm sure he's screaming, but...
As soon as it hits nighttime, that's when this lane changes.
Of course.
Treasure Cat starts to take a little more control.
Yeah. Foxy, definitely going to be wary of that. As more chase, it gets another couple of hits in. Yeah, if he gets a root, is disarmed right now. Is just out of range with the leash, so unable to make it happen. But we're seeing almost like this Timbersaw effect. He's kind of just going behind the tower and forcing Razor to play very defensive. And Razor's actually heading towards the top lane currently. I don't know if he's wrapping around mid. Okay, it looks like he's actually just going to wrap around back to the mid lane.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice. You don't want to rotate like at this point. You maybe even find a kill, but it's actually not even worth it because there's 4 heroes splitting the experience. You put yourself so far behind middle if you were to do that, and the catapult wave is up. So you need to ensure you stick in that lane just to ensure the Lone Druid doesn't get a free 800 damage on your tower.
They did at least get 3 of the bounty runes, so they might have got all 4. I think they just got 3 out of the 4, though, so obviously good news there for Pavaga. Top lane, roll missed initially. Mickey, though, still slowed down.
He juked the dagger, actually.
Oh, was that? Yeah, with the slate. Well played there. Middle lane, meanwhile, guess what? It's Taiga. The Taiga show tosses him in. Unfortunately, no entangle once again. Pikachu maybe gets one here. Nope, still not yet. When are we going to see? I'm starting to get to a point where, yeah, I do feel a little bad for Quake. But okay, well, tossing his teammate, trying to get denied by the Ancients, and it's not going to happen. Koikva takes credit, and just a nice shrine.
Really
nearby.
value shrine there. That's super sick for the team.
Tossing machine here on this Tiny. We talked about nighttime now, of course, for more than a minute, so Cheshire Cat moving around a little more freely, but overall still Boxy. He's having a great time. He does have his time lapse now. Currently no mana to use it, but at least the ability's there.
This is really efficient, though. He'll miss the XP gold on the catapult, but he should be able to return in time to catch that initial creep wave coming to tower. And yeah, phase boots on the bear. Oh, this is again Taiga.
They just never learn, it feels like. He just happens to be in the area. Pikachu, I feel like this is deja vu, except this time the Entangle does come out. The tree in the face, and Koikva, yet another kill. I think it's safe to say all 3 lanes are going very well for Alliance.
I will say, you know, there aren't many advantages innately that a Han player, being an ex-Han player, gives you. But I swear, knowing how to play Tiny for tossbacks and play around it, that's like numero uno right there.
So plenty of that, of course. Mickey, he'll be fine. Insania, if anything, tanking his damage. Now Mickey trying to help him out, puts a flame guard up to deter them, and Insania actually will survive too. So
Mickey's having to skip flame guard because the Enchantress W actually purges it off.
Okay.
Otherwise, he would have no problem, you know, putting a ton of points in it. You push the lane, more damage output, but because the Ench is just a hard counter that here in the laning phase, a lot like an Oracle, you got to change it up.
Yeah, Ench is pretty good value pick here. I'll get back to that in a second because Koikva middle lane. Oh, never mind, I suppose, although he has to dodge the rolling boulder, and will do just that. Mickey even TP's in. A very aggressive TP coming out early for Ember Spirit. Yeah, he's on level 4, so I don't know what the play was here. I mean, he knew that these were all here. In fact, Cheshire Cat trying to run him down, not going to happen. Flame Guard's out. There's an Entangle proc coming in for Koikva, and the turn is real on a Cheshire Cat. It's going to be a killing spree now for Koikva, and they might get Pikachu as well. As they slow him down, the amp damage from Chen. Nice kick away, though, from Lowell, and actually will keep Razor alive for the time being. Quick, but still in pursuit, though, I believe. The bear, if it gets the kill, yes, it will.
Nope.
Chases down Razor. Oh, was that Boxy? Oh, cut him off.
Because he was on the way to bottom for the rune and figured, hey, oh, look, a kill.
Hey.
I'll take one of those.
Why not?
Just what I always wanted.
Want to join the action. Takes the top net worth as a result. Yeah, this movement from Alliance, very fluid. It's only 1,000 net worth lead. It feels like it would be more, but...
Totally unrelated, but when the camera comes to us, right? You know the producer counts down 3, 2, 1. In my head, it's always the action at the end of it. You know, like the Black Eyed Peas song. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. No, never.
I know Black Eyed Peas. A lot of their songs. That one's not coming to mind, though. Let's get started.
I can't remember what it is.
Here,
but
I mean,
here. Guess where he's tossing him back.
Valentimos. Can he get out? He does have a Phantom Strike ready to go. Nothing to Phantom Strike 2, though. That's the issue. In fact, will finally get Enchantress. Although Weaver still, he's hunting. He's got Geminate. Nope, he's going to try to run away. Gets ensnared, however. And he'll Shikuchi back into the face of Phantom Assassin. Has to respect that damage, of course.
He's got a regen bottle, though. That's super nice for Boxy. And I like that he made the decision to go for a bottle, because whenever you have a hero like Lone Druid middle that won't be able to utilize it, somebody wants to ensure he's got one so that you can dominate those runes. And Weaver's such a mobile hero. You know, you're already going to be trying to play for them.
Just over and over again. It's not often you see a Night Stalker being aggressively played on this early on during the nighttime still.
Yep.
Well, that's exactly what Alliance is doing, and that's something we're going to see plenty as well, the Divine Favor buff going up to the bear.
This is, you can see Midas next for Koifa. I think we can expect Midas Radiance build. I just really think you need a frontliner to play around Chen, Weaver, Ember.
Pikachu?
He purges off the shield. A lot of damage now on Pikachu. You got to be careful if you're Mickey.
Boxy, though, doesn't have to be as careful. He's a little more slippery, of course.
Keeps going.
I suppose might as well. The heal is coming out from Enchantress, not the highest level heal, though. The Swarm, that they're going to have to kill the bug. Boxy, he may need a time lapse out of this. He wants this kill, though. You could tell another couple of auto attacks. Get the one, but not the Geminate. It wasn't off cooldown yet.
Yeah, he hesitated a bit, otherwise that would have been a sure kill. You could see he wasn't sure. He hesitated on the low ground, then went to continue chasing.
Wow.
And now he's not going to get any of the runes. Hopefully he gets that Arcane, but it would have been nice if he actually just went. It's like if he doesn't go for the kill, but actually just goes straight for the bounties, it's probably more value. But he will get the Arcane rune top, so at least he fills his bottle and stay on map.
Yeah, he's playing a very active Weaver. It's again, it goes back to he's more that position 3. He has the ability to be able to do this, and this is a level 3 Earth Spirit, by the way, and a level 8 Weaver. Yeah, that's not good for the Earth Spirit. However, he does have the roll out now. Palantino's also going to jump him, so apply some damage. But you mentioned with the Arcane rune and the bottle charges. Once again, Weaver is going to be fine. Phantom Assassin, her farm is actually okay considering how this game's going. She has top farm on her team. That does mean the other cores, though, they are struggling quite a bit. Man, this is a tier 2 tower that's already starting to fall here, Kyle. That's early. Not even 11 minutes into this game. Just that bear. So the link coming out right there, you see, but they are going to be able to hold it, it seems like, at least for now. But Taiga's even hunting nearby. You saw just south of us. Just to be careful about that, of course. They've taken over the Radiant Jungle at this point. I mean, this was, again, we're back into the daytime. He does have darkness, but it's safe to say Cheshire Cat has had very little to no impact so far on the Night Stalker. Gonna need more out of him if they want to have a chance here in game number 1.
What did I do the items for? Something's on the way.
I think I might have seen the urn. 100% sure, though. Obviously, he has Fizz, we'll see here in a second. As it gets delivered. Oh, Mango.
Oh, wow. He is poor. Holy crap. I was like, oh, you know, it's fine. He's been farming, but just not really getting much accomplished. I think Alliance has just played a great game, and this is the benefit of being able to take towers early, where now all of a sudden you have this lone druid who can just play the off lane, and if you abandon it like they've just done, he can look to pressure tier 2. So as this engagement goes down, remember, Koifa will be able to apply a ton of pressure.
And this is something, oh yeah, Insania is actually in trouble right here, going to get silenced up, but they missed the follow-up. Never mind, the dagger does connect, but at what cost for Cheshire Cat? He's trying to fly over the ledge. He's good for now. Boxy in pursuit, though. Shakuching forward. Pikachu comes in, puts the link up. Mickey a little too committed. Nice sleight of fist as well, using the Remnant to get out of their silence after the fact, but he's already got some distance. Does have another Remnant, I believe, but no, it's just going to be too much damage, actually.
Yeah, look bottom. I mean...
Oh, yeah, Lone Druid. Gets a tier 2.
That's what I mean. So taking the tier 1s opens up the map so that when Pavaga eventually do get this chase going and they find kills with the darkness pop, you've lost an objective. I would argue that those 2 kills are not worth a tier 2. Just on the pure resources given, because look at Koifa's net worth.
Yeah.
How do you deal with a Radiance? How do you actually kill the Spare? I know late game, sure, PA can take it down, you can link it, so whatever, but it doesn't help you when it's, what, 16 minutes in, 17 minutes, and you have a Radiance?
Well, going back to the PA, too, I was just about to bring up, she is second on net worth right now, but she is going the Hood of Defiance early on. So, you know, whenever we see that, it's one of those unfortunate circumstances, like, kind of just feels necessary, I suppose, in a game like this. And, I mean, I'm looking at the lineup. Is it necessary?
I think that's game losing. Holy crap, is that game losing. Yeah, you need to be able to accelerate.
That's
Lone Druid looks at you and says, oh, you're a PA with the hood?
Yeah.
I have a Midas and halfway to Radiance. Like, what are you doing?
It absorbs some of the damage with the Radiance burn, I guess, but yeah.
That is a mistake that I see made so many times by teams in the tier 2, tier 3 bracket. The best defense is offense. If you can't apply threat on map, if you don't farm creep waves efficiently and quickly, the enemy team has no pressure anymore. You all of a sudden have to play completely mistake-free, or you just get out-farmed, out-resourced. And look at Koifa, man.
Still just farming away as, Taiga gonna get crit up. Divine Favor applied, so healing up somewhat onto Taiga. He got brought in. Koifa got recalled in from the Chen, so now he's here joining the fight as well. They're on top with the link, though. They're gonna be able to take out Tiny, making the back lines. Silence on top of him. He's kind of just manning up with Boxy, though, trying to finish off PA, it looks like, and they will do that job. Exactly like that. Cheshire Cat, Boxy, he's able to time last, but he did not get much life from it. So Boxy's still not out of the woods just yet. In fact, goes down. A double kill for the Earth Spirit.
Look at the heroes they killed, though.
Yep, Razor and PA.
I still don't know where the hell the damage is going to come out from Pavaga. And Lone Druid's one of the best counter picks to Night Stalker in that. It's like we saw in previous games. You want to make yourself a unit as 5 that can't be fought into. That's the definition of a Lone Druid with Radiance, especially surrounded by this many stuns, all the support, the Chen buff. Like, it's just so easy to play the game for this Alliance squad as long as they keep their composure. Not sure how I feel about the Ember Spirit bots, but it does allow them to continue to abuse this global map pressure. Chen summons, bots TP, the Bear split pushing with that Radiance, summoning it back.
A lot of value from it there for sure. You saw the pop-up on your screen, guys, loot.bet. You can head over, create an account, and register to place bet on set odds if you like them. They're pretty favorable for Alliance right now, of course. There's also the code Valentine that you can take advantage of to help with your chances there. So, again, Alliance in a pretty good spot here in game number 1 of this best of 3.
And if you want to follow me on Instagram,
it's /Kyle
Friedman. Yeah, I mean, maybe do both. And you can actually be my Valentine.
Yeah, there you go. That's a plus right there, I suppose. Weaver is going to Solar Crest.
I'm alone.
No, you're with friends, right? You had some fun earlier today.
I guess.
Good time. Oh, come on. Stop it. I gotta be cheerful here.
I'm a happy guy.
It's been a good day of Dota.
Palantimos isn't going to be happy when he realizes that this item doesn't do anything for him.
So he's not even going to Battle Fury. He is just going to go into the Desolator.
He didn't even get like a second Wraith Band. This is he's hitting for 91. 91.
It's going to be a lot more when he crits, though. Got that going for him.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
Like the pace of the game, like Alliance is at this point where they're going to get all these objectives and then possibly realize, like, guys, we can actually just slow down and chill. Oh, whoa.
Oh, well, they're not chilling right here. Insania going to be linked up. He goes down, but now Pikachu's in a bad spot. Got entangled initially. The Swarm's on top of him. Boxy's trying to finish the job. So is Ember Spirit being played by Mickey, and they will do just that. Quick, though he's collapsed. However, he TP's out, I believe, so he's good to go. Regen and the bear's still there, but simply walking away. Boxy's left in no man's land, however. Maybe a little too committed. Shikuchi gets away. The sentry just out of range now. He's going to have to use Shikuchi in one more second. Yes, he gets out the time lapse away. Yeah.
That is so sick.
Wait, that was a time lapse, yeah.
No, he just did this again.
Just Shikuchi. Okay, so the vision, they were messing with the vision right there. That screwed me.
Dude, Boxy.
Okay, another 1 second.
Even if he dies, he's
Hand of God, TP, Shikuchi. They can't stop.
Beautiful.
That deserves
that
a
little
sure.
juke around the trees allowed him the time to get his next Sakuchi off. Cheshire Cat, animation canceling the Q, just not in time. Then jukes out the Earth Spirit, calls for the Chen heal. Just beautiful play.
So much time wasted.
And if that chain's hit, maybe you hit a kill on Cheshire Cat, but alas. It's just so much space for Koifa. He's all of a sudden at 9K net worth, and you can see a bit of the disparity. He's accelerating in GPM. Just he's gone up 500 in comparison over the last 2.5 minutes. He's just farming faster. It's a product of the Midas as well, of course, but I just don't know if this Radiant side is going to be able to scale. Like, again, Pavaga is all about these double drums, but no Vlads, no Midas, no method of scaling. It's all about fight now, but I just don't know if you're really capable of winning in the mid or late game.
That is a good point. I mean, drums, J4 is definitely dead here. We were sitting on top with Chen. They're going to counter ward on top of that, it looks like. So have that great vision, taking over the Radiant jungle, as you mentioned. But yeah, lacking the auras outside of those drums, and yeah, having two of them. I mean, again, individual with that individual move speed bonus that it did get in a recent patch. It's understandable you want it on a hero like a Razor and a Night Stalker even, but this is a team game, right? So you have to at least think, maybe give it the rage of the drums, but yeah, Night Stalker, the Vlads.
Hey.
Vice versa. No, you want to do vice versa.
Yeah, either way, you know. And you were right about the Solar Crest on Weaver, and that, you know why? Because it gives that positive attack speed, right?
Oh yeah.
So you throw the Divine Favor on the bear. That's another reason for it to go right. You just hit.
Jesus, that sounds dangerous.
Why don't we do it now, right? Does it even have the Radiance yet?
That's what I was wondering.
Like, look at this.
But yeah, that tower is just melting, and they're like, oh well, let's kill this bear. 10 minutes later, Valentimo's Venom's right. The Savage Roar, he goes down. He's out for 30 seconds. No buyback. Night Stalker will TP in. Magnetize is doing a little bit of work, but he gets a tangled up too. The auto attacks from Weaver finishes the job, and that bear's, it's almost dead, but I believe he has a resummon anyways. Divine Favor even comes up J4. They're going to be comboed, and Alliance is just pushing into the base. They very likely could be, Kyle. It's a double kill for Boxy. They're going to take a tier 3. We're not even 20 minutes into this game. I mean, that's probably racks on top of this, right? Why would they stop? At
this point, I mean, Alliance, you can do whatever you want here, really. I don't mind them backing. Like, the game's over, and you just opened up the map. You can kill bottom shrine, and then just go top shrine and top tower, and then just look to push again. But, or just keep tossing people back.
Or just, you know, do that.
Dude, Tommy the Tiger, baby. This 4th position on Alliance. You know, he's a good friend of Insania and Mikke. Loda really, really likes him, thinks he's one of the best 4 positions in Dota already, even though the team hasn't had too much success.
Yeah. No, he's been impressive to watch. Yeah, one of the more unknown players exactly to kind of join the squad.
It just frustrates me a bit because Alliance has played so well today.
Yeah.
And it's a shame they, you know, win or lose, Dota's a bit of a zero-sum game. Like, you know, obviously you just want to win results overall, but they lost in an ugly fashion, and they did not look like the team that we're seeing in front of us right now. And partly could be due to the added pressure of a Valve event, but man, when these boys just go out and play, they're real good.
Their skills there, absolutely. Like just about consistency.
Just call it Pavaga, man. You getting rolled.
Well, there's always hope, right? They got a Phantom Assassin that's going to Desolate. Yeah, never mind. There's no hope.
Yeah, and it's just so fluid. Their item choices make sense. They're playing the game. Here's the problem, though, and I guess, you know, it's not really surprising. Alliance looks great when they've got one of their core strategies, okay? The problem is that their tier 2 strats make them a tier 3 team. When they've got this, though, they look like they could beat anybody in the world. Oh my God, Taiga, dude, relax,
It's like we've seen this guy. Just let them be. I mean, geez, what Valentine's Day, man? Come on.
It's like it's Peyton Manning. Yeah, call it. Get us out of here.
Well, anticlimactic finish of sorts, but yeah, let's be honest, this game was over, as Hody called it, with the Lone Druid pick.
The final scores is a football game, too, 21-7.
How about that?
We'll call it halftime, too. I mean,
true.
My man Taiga. I don't even know who to give the MVP to. Great draft, great execution.
Taiga. I think Taiga. Okay. Those tosses it started from the very beginning with the laning phase. He got one on every single hero, and there was just, there had to be at least like 20 that game, it felt like.
Yeah.
That he set up for kills.